All right, good evening, everybody. Congratulations on joining us for Team Elite TV, episode 65. Way to go, everybody.
Yeah, 65.
65 episodes of commitment, leadership, training, and support. And we're just so glad that each and every one of you have joined us. Just real quick at the beginning of our broadcast, I just want to say, hey, listen, I know that everybody knows that this is an absolutely crazy time in America with, we got people who have been shot by police and police officers who have been shot by people. And it is absolutely tearing this country apart at the seams. It's one of the reasons why I really appreciate the family that we've created at Team Elite. We have every race and nationality represented. We've got black, we've got white, we've got Spanish, we've got Asian, we've got Indian, we've got absolutely everybody represented in our Team Elite family. This is a place where everyone is loved for the person that they are, not for the color of their skin, and that's what we stand for. We've got some real problems in this world, but let's just make sure that at Team Elite we stand as a shining example to the world of how people are really supposed to support and love each other. So again, I want to welcome you guys to Team Elite TV episode 65. We've got quite a number of things to cover, and we're committed to keeping this episode to about 30 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump right in. You guys saw that the promotion for this episode is that we're gearing up for a big relaunch. We're gearing up for our next really big push. Our first wave of Team Elite was absolutely exciting. It's amazing. It put our team into the thousands, over just about 3,000 people, and 30 different countries. And now now that we really have our footing solid in Jeunesse, we're really ready to go to another level and do some really big things. And so I'm glad that you guys tuned in, because we'll talk about how some of those things are going to unfold and how you can make sure that you take advantage of that. But starting out, I want to congratulate the team down in the Rio Grande Valley, that team that's led by Sapphire's Marcia Terry and Dr. Onowar Terry, as well as Sapphire's Doris Lopez and Fatima Barajas and Fatima Gomez. I mean, what a great group of Sapphire leaders who are keeping that business going. We've got some Rock and Pearls down there. We've got Adriana Davis, Hertha and Owen. We've got Jacob Duran and so many others, Griselda and Sandra Tovar, and we just really love that group down there. So we're going to do some big things in that market. And Marcia, I just want to say hats off to you. Well, hats on tonight, but hats off to you for keeping the fire going, keeping everybody together, and providing that leadership.
Not a problem. It was an amazing event. We had a good time. It was a great training, and I'm honored really to have been able to train with Doris and Fatima. They are seriously in beast mode, truly inspired by them. Absolutely. And we got a chance to see you playing with Legos and teach us a really important lesson last night, so that was cool too. So we appreciate you for that. It was fun. We had a good time. Awesome, cool. And you and Dr. Terry, you guys are rocking that Jeunesse gear. I saw him in his red Jeunesse shirt, making it look good. So that's what I'm talking about. All right. Next item on my list here is compliance. Okay. So specifically, if you are a Jeunesse distributor and you're in the United States or you're in Canada, we've had plenty of time and lots of notification that we've got some new rules coming up specifically for distributors in the United States and Canada. And that says that going forward, in order to get paid, you have to, number one, complete the compliance training. It's in your back office. And what that means is you've got to watch a video, and you've got to take a quiz afterwards, and it's not hard, and you've got to pass the quiz. And basically what Jeunesse wants to make sure is that you understand how to operate your Jeunesse business in an integrity way, in a compliant way, without making false claims and income claims and product claims that things are healing people and getting our company in trouble. So we want to make sure that we protect our opportunity, and that way we can have a lot of fun indefinitely. So if you're in the United States, if you have not taken that training, do it tonight. Today is the deadline. This is it, right? The second thing that you got to do is, and I did it, and everybody on this call here, we all did it. It was easy, all right? And we learned a little something too. And it probably took, what, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, right?
Absolutely, it's worth it. Number two, you got to have two customers. And I love this rule, right? Because we want to make sure that people are not only using the products themselves, but that they're also sharing it with other people. So the way you do that, a lot of times what happens is we make product sales and we do it kind of person to person. All you do is you log into your back office, and when you log into your back office and you choose the customer registration section, it will show you all of the product that you've ordered in the last 90 days. All you got to do now is assign some of that product to people that you've sold it to. You just say what their name is, what you sold it for, and boom, you're good. You're good to go. Of course, unless you've already had people go to your website and buy product, that will automatically show up and register as your stuff. Want to also remind you too that part of that is your auto ship, and I want to encourage everybody that while auto ship is optional, it's not optional for people who are serious about success, right? So if you join this business because you want to be truly successful, you need to be a product of the product. Why would you not order product on automatic for yourself every single month? You know, it just really trips me out, the people who don't do auto ship and who are not on auto ship. I'm like, what are you thinking? Like, did you join this business by accident? You got to be crazy. Sign up for your auto ship, okay? As a matter of fact, I now have a personal policy. Okay, and you guys can do what you want to do. I'm not saying I can't kick anybody out of the company. This is not a Jeunesse policy. It's a T.Gray policy. I will not help or support anybody who's not on auto ship, right? Because I don't work for free, right? I'm in this business to create, you know, that ongoing income. You know, I'm looking for customers, both internal and external, who are going to use the products every single month. And if you're not a person, if you can't commit to that, like I've committed to that, we're not on the same page, and I feel like I'm working for free. So if you want my time, you want my coaching, make sure that you're on your auto ship. I can't speak for these leaders. They may have a similar policy. It's up to them, but that's me, right? That said, also very exciting is that we have a big meeting coming up in Houston. And by the way, before I go forward on that, because I'm kind of steamrolling here, what do you guys think about that policy? You guys okay with that?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, I agree with that policy.
Yes, yes.
You guys all on auto ship? Everybody here doing stuff?
Oh, yes.
Of course. Yes, yes.
What did you say? How dare I ask that question?
Can't get enough product.
How many products do we run out of?
Right.
And we have them behind us, and we still run out of them all the time.
Right.
So it's kind of, you know, at the leadership level, when you're starting to go jade, pearl, sapphire, it all starts to make sense to you, you know, and it doesn't make sense for people to not be on auto ship. It's like it just doesn't make sense. I don't get it. It's a failure mentality. And so one of the biggest and most important jobs that we have as leaders is to help people overcome their current level of thinking, which, when you think about it, anytime people have problems, it's the way they think that has bondage, right? So if your problem is that you got to get up every Monday and go to do the cattle call called traffic and rush hour and get to work and try to work Monday through Friday and kind of live your life in the little space of the weekends, well, that's a problem. And the reason you have that problem is the way that you think. You've been conditioned to think like an employee all of your life. We're trying to teach you to think like a business owner. And business owners don't have a problem patronizing their own business and using their product every single month, right? It's why if you work for Coca-Cola and you show up drinking a Pepsi, you're fired. If you work for Nike and you show up wearing Reeboks, you're fired, because they expect you to support the brand. And so support your own business, guys. And that's one of the first fundamental building blocks for you being successful. Okay, speaking of being successful, we're taking this Houston market and we're really ready to kick it into high gear. We've got 3 big meetings scheduled for Houston already in the calendar. We've got tomorrow night, July 11. I will be presenting, and as you can tell, I'm fired up. I'm like geeked up. I'm ready. Whoever's in the house, they're getting in. I mean, the way I see it is, if they don't want to get in, they should stay home, right? And to leverage that for people who are not in Houston, we're going to broadcast that on Facebook Live, okay? We're telling our guests, get there at 7. We're going to start at about 7:30. And, you know, I'll probably ask, you know, Albert Watkins or Annette Davis, one of those two guys, to do the camera for us for the Facebook Live part. But we're going to rock that.
we've got the next one after that is July 25, also a Monday, and then August 11, we've got corporate, Jeunesse Corporate coming to Houston, and we may have a special guest. I'm not going to say their name, but I will say that their initials are MM. Okay, now we've got a conference call. You guys trying to figure that out. You're like, who's MM?
What?
Right? Yeah.
What's that?
Exactly.
What was that?
Yeah. Hey, I'm just guessing. I'm not just guessing. I'm just saying. Initials are MM.
Wow, that's good stuff.
Yeah, and they do this thing called ZP8. I'm not gonna say the name, but ZP8. Yes.
Oh my God! Okay.
All right.
I got it.
All right. So, Doris finally got it. Wow, Doris, so it's starting to get worried. Okay, now, right after, immediately following this call, I'm doing a conference call with Houston Sapphire, CJ Eden, to really talk about how we're going to rock things tomorrow night. So I want everybody who is in Houston, who has an interest in the Houston market, to make sure that you're on there. So as soon as we end this call, just dial this number. You ready? 218-339-7800. Again, 218-339-7800. The PIN is 405-3256. Once again, 405-3256, and then hit the pound key. That's right after we finish this episode at 7:30 Central Time, okay? Tonight, Sunday, July 10. So Houston is going to be rocking, and we're going to use that as a model for your market as well. Okay, next thing on the list is how you guys feel about the new product that was launched yesterday.
Excited about it.
That's
Super
a money
exciting.
maker right there.
Dara said that's a money maker, right? I mean, exciting, exciting. The Luminous Flawless Skin Brightener, right? If you haven't seen the video, the videos have been posted in our Jeunesse Team Elite group. I want to thank Kim and Marcia in particular for making sure that they share those videos into our group, and that's what our leaders are doing. I mean, I love that. Is that one of my devices?
Yep.
I'm out. Talk about Skin Brightener.
Skin brightener is an amazing product. Why? Because everybody, just about, well, down here, I don't know anywhere else, but down here, we get a lot of hyperpigmentation, sunspots, and that skin brightener is really, really, really gonna sell. It sells really, really well here at the malls. So everybody down here in the valley, y'all better start marketing that like crazy, because that's some serious cash in there.
You know, the amazing part about it is for all skin types. That's what I liked about it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, guys. I mean, it's a product that's in high demand, and there's a lot of frustration with skin brighteners. Right? There's a lot of products out there that do the job, but they create sun sensitivity, meaning you use the product, you go out in the sun, and now you have a new problem. And then you have, unfortunately, the majority of the products that have harmful ingredients in them, and also products that just simply do nothing. And so we know that our product is not in that category. It's a huge, huge opportunity. And so we're going to have a lot of fun with that. Samantha Jenvrin, Sapphire Elite, is doing a product call every other Monday. Tomorrow is one of those Mondays that she's doing a product call. So I want to encourage everybody to participate in that. That's 6:30 Pacific Time, 7:30 Mountain Time, 8:30 Central Time, 9:30 Eastern Time. So pick your time zone. 712-775-7035. I'll say it again. You ready? 712-775-7035. The PIN is 880-395, and then the pound key. 880-395 and the pound key. What is the purpose of that call? Just to really make sure that people understand the products, that they can be excited about the products, that they can love the products and commit to using the products every single month themselves. So if you are a serious business builder on Team Elite, just think about that business model. That if I've been coaching you, I've been giving you that business model, right, guys? 10,000 people,
Right.
60 CB each month. Well, that's got to be 10,000 people who love the products.
So what do you want to do? Plug your people onto that call, support that call, okay? Now, granted, tomorrow, some of you guys are going to be on that. Some of you guys are going to be watching the Facebook Live. No problem. We record everything to make sure that everybody can win, all right? And I encourage you guys to invite people to the Facebook Live and even invite people to the product call. Okay. Anything on any of those things before we go on? I'm doing okay?
Doing good.
Thumbs up from all my peeps. All right, then we're going to keep rocking. The next thing on my list is Expo. Anybody excited about Expo in October?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Man, I really can't wait for that. That is going to be just an insane event. And, I mean, just from my heart to yours, I know there's a bunch of folks out there that are saying, I might go. And I just want you to know that's such a mistake to might go, to maybe gonna go, you know? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're saying I might go or I'm maybe gonna go, you ain't going. But what's gonna happen is you're gonna see the pictures, you're gonna see the live streams, you're gonna hear our excitement, and you will wish that you went. And even if you watch it on live stream, you will not get the same. Like, come on, we've all been to events, and we watch the live stream of Jeunesse University in Hollywood. That doesn't even begin to compare.
Not the same at
Actually
all.
being there, right?
Yeah.
You know, so I just want to encourage you guys, you have got to be there. And as a team, our goal has got to be to show up at Expo in record numbers, right? And I think about the number of people that we have on this team. I really don't see why we can't show up at Expo with at least 150 people from this team. 150. That'll be 3 times as many as we've had at the last event. 3 times. That's each person who went to the last event coming back with 3 people from their team, right? So do you guys think that's something that we can achieve?
Of course it is.
Yes.
All right. So we're committed to doing that. I'm registered. These leaders are registered. Marcia and Onawa won. Pre-registration at the last event, right?
Yes.
I was tripping. I was like, well, look at that. Ain't that something, right? I'm just like really excited that somebody on our team Elite, actually won that. And there's going to be lots of cool stuff that you can win by being there. But I want to talk for a second about the hotel situation, okay? So Jeunesse announced that the official hotel is the Rose and Shingle Creek Resort, and it's an awesome resort. I've been there a few times. It is an incredible hotel, and if that's something that you can afford, absolutely stay there, because that's going to be where the biggest concentration of Jeunesse people are going to be. Now, but normally, here's what you want to do. You want to stay at the event hotel if possible, right? But this time, the event is not at a hotel. The event is at the Orlando Convention Center, okay? So here's what I want you guys to know. The most important thing to these leaders and to me is that you're there. And I got to tell you right now, this is Orlando. There's like a gazillion hotels within a 5, 10, or 15-minute drive from the Orlando Convention Center. And they're at all different price ranges. If you're hoity-toity, flooded with cash, super snooty, you can pay $300-400 a night and stay at the Ritz if you want. You know, and if you are on a budget, you could get a hotel for $70-80 a night if you need to, or you can get, you know, there's I booked at the Marriott. What is it called? Did I tell you guys where I stayed yet? Any of you remember the Marriott Grand Vista Travel Club thingy? Whatever. It's really nice, and you know, it's like $130 a night. You know, and just imagine you guys, you know, 4 of you are splitting that. You know, you're basically staying for you know, $30-40 a night. You know, and so I encourage you guys, let's book up, let's share rooms, let's do whatever we need to do to get those 150 people there. But let's not make that, you know, staying at the Rose and Shingle Creek the thing that stops you. All right, be there. You can't afford to miss this. 20,000 people, first time ever in the United States. It's gonna be crunk-ified. Okay.
Crunkified, really?
So crunkified.
Okay.
Alrighty. Speaking of Expo,
We're in a rush.
Speaking of Expo, our upline rock star diamond, Adam Vincent Gilmer, has updated his expo promo so that you can have your expo ticket for free, or even your hotel, and your airfare all for free. He's going to be reviewing what the updated terms of that are tonight at 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. I know we got a lot of calls that we're announcing tonight. Just write them down, pay attention, keep up. All right, so that's tonight, July 10, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. The phone number is same as the product call, same phone number, 712-775-7035. One more time, 712-775-7035. The PIN for tonight is 749892. 749892, and then hit the pound key. So that's Adam's call tonight. Make sure that you're on that so you can understand how you can qualify for that, okay? Now, I think that brings me to the last topic with 8 minutes to go, and this is what I really want to talk about, our Team Elite relaunch. All of these leaders were part of Wave 1. Did we have fun in the first wave, guys?
Amazing.
Yes.
Absolutely, right? And so, I talked to you guys a lot about what I did to really launch my business the first time around, right? And actually how I launched it the first time I went diamond, how I launched it the second time I went diamond, and how I launched it, in Jeunesse. And by the way, I'm only one rank stands between me and diamond. So it's like, here we are, we're doing it again, right? So this formula, it works, it's validated, there's no questions about it. And I said, you know what? Let me teach you how to launch your business the way I launch my business so that you can get the same results. And so right now I'm working with a small group. We got about 5 people in this group, or 5 distributorships in this group, and it's a launch coaching group, right? And we're doing it with them, and we're going to show you the results that we get, and then we're going to open it up to more people to participate. Now, once you see what we do with this group, okay? Because the kids, right now, summer's half over, and when the kids go back to school, we are turning on the heat, guys. We're turning on the heat, right? So let me tell you what's happened already. We've only been working with this group for 1 week, right? And not even 1 week. They started on Tuesday, July 5, because Monday, July 4 was a holiday in the United States. And so we started on Tuesday. So this is just Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And I don't know, are Sunday numbers in here, guys? You guys give me Sunday numbers too? Okay, so we got Sunday numbers in here too. You guys ready? So right now, this group, and you guys give these guys some encouragement every time you see them because they're on 30 days of extreme focus. It's Kimberly Davis. It is Pearl Executive Kimberly Davis, Sapphire Executive Nick Malcolm, Sapphire Executive Fatima Barajas, and her son Brian Gomez. They're working together as a team. We've got Pearl Executives Melinda Martinez and Randy Martinez, and also Sapphire Executive Doris Lopez. And let me tell you what these 5 distributorships did in just the last 5 days. Okay, you guys ready? They dialed the phone 795 times. They had 360 conversations with people about our business and getting those people to look at videos. They sent videos to 247 people, right? And we've already got people who are becoming customers. We've got almost 100 people already who are in serious dialogue about joining the business. Fatih and Brian already have 4 ambassador packs committed. 2 people committed to go to the Discover Jeunesse in Orlando, and 2 people coming to Houston. That's just the first week. And what I was sharing with Doris yesterday is, some of them were starting to get discouraged. They're like, we're talking to a lot of people, they're not signing up yet. I said, hey, wait a minute, don't get discouraged. It's not how it works. Week 1, you stir the pot. Wait till you see the sign-ups start happening in the subsequent weeks, right? Now that we have actually engaged all these people, and the energy that these guys are committing is absolutely insane. So this is how you launch a business. See, these guys, they are now truly launching their business. And I'm going to show some of you guys how to get crazy accelerated results as well after we work with these guys, because these guys are going to help me with the next wave. Okay? It's time to stop playing around. It's time for folks on Team Elite to start having crazy success and making some big money. What do you guys think about that?
I'm ready.
Oh yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready for the next rank. I
So
will
talk
not
about
celebrate
your
it.
experience, guys. You guys who are in the program, talk a little bit about your experience. We got 4 minutes. No, talk. Go.
Well, on my end, Randy's working, so I'm the one that's actually physically dialing. It is a little. I mean, you know, you get overwhelmed when you are dialing that much initially, but then you begin to realize that you just bring it into a routine and bring it into a routine. Some of the people will answer the phone, some will call you back, and some say I'm not interested, but either way, if we're not dialing the phone, then your business will never grow.
So now that you've personally dialed the phone over 100 times, right, what would you say has happened to your fear of the phone? Because everybody's got fear of the phone. What's happened to your fear of the phone?
You know, yesterday I was on a long drive picking up my son, and I took a picture of a road, and I said, this road has endless possibilities, and that's the way I feel since I actually have been picking up the phone.
Way to go. Way to go. Awesome. Who's next?
One thing that stands out a lot to me, T.Gray and the team, is the fact of having a large list. Because you go through that list, so like I had almost 300 names, and I was surprised to see that I went through so many names, and I'm like, okay, so I need to go back to the front and start over. So having a big list is important, and like Melinda said, I had updates on my list that I was kind of, stayed back in terms of calling, and then I said to myself, like, what the hell, what are they going to say to me? Like, no, like, I don't want to talk to you. Oh, I'm so over that. So as you pick up the phone and as you dial the numbers, it really builds your confidence. And I mean, week 2, I'm ready to, like, make it 10x. I'm ready for that.
You're ready for week 2, right? I mean, kid, you dialed over 250 numbers this first week. Way to go. I'm so super proud of you. And you know, so far you've had not quite 100 conversations yet, so that's you still have over 200, just about 200 numbers that you still need to dial them until you talk to them. And so I'm teaching these guys how to do this, but now Kimberly is going into week 2, 0 fear of the phone. Like the phone is like second nature, you know? Yeah. It's like now she understands it. And so here's the thing I want everybody to realize. We all start out with fear of the phone. But these guys are facing their fear, and the fear is broken, okay? And by the way, guys, let me tell you what just happened. I just got a text. Jesse, Albuquerque, New Mexico, he says, T.Gray, if this is not limited to certain pin and rank levels, I want to be part of the next wave of the program, ! I'm dialing alone now, but I'd love to call with the team. Let me know, right? So that's powerful right there. So this is, guys, you guys got to understand, you can inspire and motivate other people. And Jesse, I want to let you know, and everybody who's watching, the next wave will not be rank driven. The next wave will be open, and we're going to do interviews, because, you know, the same way here, we did interviews. Everybody couldn't do it. So we did interviews to make sure, because here's the thing, it's a 30-day run, and once you say you're in, it's like the mafia. You can't get out.
Yes. Yes.
All right. One more person. Can I get one more of you guys to talk about your experience so far?
Me.
Go, Fati.
Okay, I really want to talk about this among the team and also among the rest of the people. You've seen my postings. I've had a very good success on promoting the ambassador packs, and this is what I'm using to promote it. I'm very excited about the fact that we have the 180-day sapphire position for those new people. So that's what I sell them. That's what I tell them. You cannot lose this opportunity of getting your 20, 15, 10% of those first people that you can bring to the team. So I don't know what you have to do, but you have to get $1,000 to join the company. That's what I would tell them. And I had this lady, that she had the $1,000, and she was thinking about helping one of her downlines to join and have first person in. She says, you know what? Instead of getting the ambassador pack, I'm gonna get two $500 so that she can come in. I said, you're gonna lose a lot of money. I don't care. It's up to you, but you're gonna lose all this money if you don't get the ambassador pack. You have to also tell her that it has to cost her something in order for her to see the value of what she's investing on. You can't give things away because people, if you give things away, people do not value it. So that's what I sell. I sell the value of the ambassador pack, the 180-day time that they get to that position of sapphire and immediately earning those 20s, 15s, and 10%.
Absolutely, Fati. I mean, seriously, you got to think about it. 6 months paid as sapphire. That's huge, right? You haven't achieved it yet, but you're getting paid as if you had. That's major. Now, real quick before we wrap up the call, I want you to understand why these guys are such beasts, okay? Why these guys are so on fire. Because here's what we did. We took a week and a half to almost 2 weeks before to get ready. Right? And that's what we're going to do with the next group. These guys read books. They read 2 different books. We had private conference calls, private coaching sessions. We were on the phone 2 hours at a time talking about what we're going to do. We went over what we're going to say. We went over the attitude. We talked about ambassador packs. And then it was launch day, and boom, look what's happened already. Just the first 5, 6 days. I'll run you those numbers again. Almost 800 dials. They've dialed the phone almost 800 times. They had 360 conversations, probably more than that. I'm looking at a hole in my spreadsheet, so I'm guessing that number is probably closer to 400 conversations. About almost 250 people had videos sent to them. All right, and close to somewhere in the neighborhood of 100 people, just about, who are business prospects. And we already have our first wave of people getting ready to join now with ambassador packs, and even people committed to going to Orlando, Discover Jeunesse, and coming to the Houston meeting tomorrow night. So guys, listen, this formula, it works. This team is launching again. We're not launching because the first launch was a failure. We're launching to go to another level. We're launching to take it to the next level. We're launching now. We created so many sapphires in our first launch. It was insane. Now we're relaunching to create rubies and diamonds. Okay? So watch what happens. I take that back. Don't watch what happens. Be a part of what happens. All right? There's 2 types of people in the world. Well, 3 types. There's the people who watch things happen. There are the people who make things happen. And then there are people who just wonder, what happened, right? Don't be the people who wonder what happened. And don't be the people sitting on the sidelines watching us do it. This is a proven formula. We create success on Team Elite. We do it over and over again, and it works every single time. The only variable is you. Will you do the work? Will you plug in? Will you learn to be consistent? Will you overcome the things that are holding you back? Will you overcome your limited thinking? Your average person thinking that's causing you to get average person results. If you let us coach you, if you let us get our hands on you, that is going to happen, and you will thank us all the way to the bank. I love you guys. We're going to call that a wrap on Team Elite TV episode 65. We've got a conference call coming up right now to talk about this meeting that we're going to do tomorrow night. If you guys are going to join us on that, I'll give you the number again. It's 218-339-7800. Again, 218-339-7800. The PIN is 405-3256. Once again, 405-3256. And then hit the pound key. We'd love to see all of you guys on that call who are in the Houston market or have an interest in the Houston market. And we will Facebook Live that meeting tomorrow night on the Jeunesse Global Houston group. Not the Team Elite group, Jeunesse Global Houston. Okay, because that's an open group. And you can invite guests to that without having to plug them into our private group, which is for team members only at Jeunesse Team Elite. Okay, so that said, I want to thank all of my rock stars. I want to thank Adriana Davis, Doris Lopez, Fatima Barajas, Jamie Lee, St. John, what up, Doc? Kim Davis, Marsha Terry, Melinda Martinez, Randy Martinez, and Nick, the Prince of Team Elite. Welcome. I want to thank all of you guys for being here with me tonight, and it's time for us to go ahead and jump on that Houston call. God bless you guys. I love you. And that's a wrap for Team Elite TV episode 65.
Good night.
Bye. Good
Make
night.
your week great.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Good luck, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.